Hey, it's MK, and I am here with a 31 days of cut file layout for you guys. And today is the second day of the whether or not week that we are working on. And so we are working with the snowflakes. And here are all of the snowflakes. Now, this is a lot. So you not only get the snowflakes that were cut with the outline, but you also get all of the little inner bits of the snowflakes. And so I'm just trying to share those with you guys without dropping all of the snowflakes on the ground. But there are single outline snowflakes and clusters of outline snowflakes all wrapped up together. And then there are solid snowflakes. I am going to be thinking out of the box. So I brought out these two Dusty Attic chipboard pieces. One is favorite recipe and the other one is wordplay number 17. So I've got those guys. I'm also going to be making my own tiny word, well, not really stickers, but tiny words using these typewriter fonts by Close to My Heart. I've got 6 photos of me making rum raisin ice cream. I love that stuff. And then I have 2 flare packages from Pear Tree Cut Files. I also have this stencil here that is also from Pear Tree Cut Files. And then from 49 and Market, I think this is called Bird Song, I have a little scrap. And then from Close to My Heart, I have a tiny little scrap of Lagoon ribbon. And then Simple Stories, Simple Vintage Lemon Twist. I thought that I would add a little bit of yellow to my layout. Not a whole lot, but I really wanted to use these 3 chipboard pieces that have the turquoisey bits in them. And then I brought in these winter transfers or rub-ons, but I don't end up using them because they are more of a blue than they are the teal or aqua that I end up using. Same with the ink that I'm getting ready to share with you guys. So I have this paper here that I'm going to be inking. I brought in some beam paints in, I think it's Glacier Rivers, I think is what it is. And then Frosty Buns Inklings by Shimmers, and then a Shimmers by Shimmers called Witch's Blue. But again, these are too blue. So here in a moment, once I realize I grabbed out the wrong cardstock, that was plain Jane Close to My Heart cardstock. Instead, I wanted to use my watercolor cardstock, and I'm going to go ahead and rip my paper, or rip my paper tape in half, so that way I can get a blotchy effect rather than a lined effect. Now, there are some instances where a line actually would work really well, and then there are some instances where the lines, the solid line just doesn't. It takes away. It makes it look like your design stopped here and didn't continue going, where the ripped one, the ripped tape actually looks like you meant to keep going. So I'm going to go ahead and trim my photos down really quickly. I do have this sped up, I want to say times 8, which is 800% of its normal go around, because I am so sorry, you guys. It's one of those things where you're exercising your mouth or your voice, and then you just need to yawn because of the fact that you are exercising it and moving it a lot. But anyways, I needed to get my my pictures together, so that way I could trace them before I do all of this outlining. And then I decide that the blues I picked were too much, so I'm going to go to my shimmers, and I'm going to pick these 3 on the bottom. I think one is Pull Me Close, the other one is Ocean 9, and then another one. I can't remember what the middle one is called. Boogie Board. Boogie Boarding, I think is what it's called, something like that, which are way better for for the color scheme that I was going for. So here I decided that I'm going to go ahead and do the tiny words really quickly while I am waiting for my ink or my paints to soften. So I sprayed my paints, the shimmers, the 2 shimmer colors I did not have to spray, but the Boogie Boardin' Blue, I think is what it's called, or something like that. I had to spray it and wait for it to soften just a little bit so I could get using it. So I thought, while I wait, I'm going to go ahead and do all of my little tiny words. And basically each picture that I have down below, or that I have on that little strip, is a step that I had to do in the process of making my ice cream, which is soaking, whipping, folding, and freezing. And so I thought, oh, that would be so cute if I had those in tiny words. Of course I don't. Most of the tiny words that I do have, I don't even attempt to use. Like, I don't get it. I'm not really sure exactly how you're supposed to use the tiny words. And I feel like I just need to make my own, and have the words that I want to use, as opposed to, try to use up the words that I know I'm never going to use. All right. So what I did was I briefly sprayed my paper down so I could get these blooms going. And then, of course, I didn't work fast enough. And so I have my spray bottle in hand so I can go ahead and spray. And then I really liked how this was looking. So right now I've got my Boogie Board in Blue, I think is what it's called. I'm going to keep calling it until otherwise. And then my Ocean's 9. And then this is the Pull Me Close. And so I'm just going to go ahead and fill in the gaps and, get it to go. They're all very, very close in color, but I can see a difference when I paint them out. And then I'm blobbing them up so I don't have a whole lot of color in one area, and whatnot. And then, of course, I don't want it to be too dark going on. So yes, that's what I've got. And then when I realize where I wanted my largest sunflower, so here I'm just kind of waiting for it to dry, and I'm distressing the edges of my tiny words. But then I come back and realize, I don't think that that's enough paint, because I want my large snowflake to be here and I want it to really be seen. So I'm going to go ahead and bring the paint out just a little bit more. And I do, I don't know if I call it mess up, but I do make it look too perfect. So I start to splash on some color, and then I decided, now I've got to do it all down in here. And I'm using the side of my brush as opposed to the front of my brush or the tip of my brush, because I don't want... I want it to be blobby. I don't want it to be pointy, I guess. And I don't want it to be a solid line and whatnot. So yeah, I'm trying my hardest to use the side of my brush and get the paint where I want it to go. And then I feel like this blob that I had to make larger ended up becoming a little bit too light. So I added a little bit more of the color to it, and then I started liking it again. So here I'm just going to go ahead and again, I'm waiting for the paint to dry. And so I thought, well, I've got a lot to do. So I'm going to go ahead and pull out my title. And then, of course, I realized as I was pulling it off the carrier sheets, I was making a mess on my page, and I didn't want that. So I moved off to the side, and I'm going to paint this using the Pull Me Close color, seeing how that color really didn't show up very well in my ink blobby wetness. And so I'm going to go ahead and just hope that the color doesn't soak in like a spray does. And I figured if it does, then I'll come back in with white, and because it'll already have that shimmer to it. So it says favorite recipe, and the favorite is spelled the English way. And I was thinking about that. When I was a kid, I used to spell using the U in color and favorite. I used to spell theater with an R-E instead of an E-R. And I never got marked wrong in my spelling tests, but I've always been told that's wrong. And so I've slowly moved away from it. But when I was a kid, and it might be my Scottish heritage, I don't know. But when I was a kid, I used to use, the English language. I'm not really sure, you guys. But it was weird that this little phrase made me think of that. That it's been a hot minute since I've had to write the word color. But yes, I used to spell the word color with an O-U-R. And my English teachers never marked that wrong in any time I used the word. But they did remind me that it was not the correct spelling. It is the correct spelling in some countries, but it is not the correct spelling for ours. And it's like, that's just dumb. Why can't they be the same? That's just silly to me. All right, so I picked out, I think it's crushed pistachio, and I'm going to go ahead and take this stencil and rub it through. I just want a little bit of it peeking out of my paint blotch, but I don't want a lot of it. And here I'm trying the water technique, seeing if I can pick the water up from the watercolor, but it didn't really work. So I went ahead and just added some more blotches using the cracked pistachio, because I knew if I dipped inside my paint, it would be too much paint and they'd be too dark. So I really love the lightiness that the ink pad gave me as opposed to the watercolor. I also forgot that this is Messy Monday, you guys, which is why I'm using watercolors. I do apologize that I did not put that in my intro. I didn't put it on my thumbnail, nothing, but it is Messy Monday today. I'm all over the place this month, you guys. I am so sorry. So I really wanted to quickly lay my photos down and the larger elements before picking up my tape. Not that it makes a difference. My paper did not warp hardly at all. It does have a warp in it, but it didn't warp very much. But I just really wanted to get my big pieces down before I ended up losing the lines, I guess, of where I had them. All right, so I am going to take my flare, and I wanted to use them to cover up, I think they're lemons on these chipboard pieces. And so I wanted to cover up the lemons and some of the zesty sayings and things like that. But when I covered up this one lemon, it was so big that it actually covered up the tiny word that was on there as well. So I do have to cut away for a hot minute, and I go and I find the word relish, which is exactly what I do with my ice cream. I relish it. I love this ice cream. I went to Jamaica with our first cruise. We all went to Jamaica, and there was a little ice cream shop after we were done swimming with the dolphins. And we all went and had ice cream, and I had the best rum raisin ice cream, and I cannot find it here in the States to save my life. So I found a recipe for it, and I have started making it over and over and over again because it is the easiest recipe. What do they call it? There's no sugar in it at all except for the condensed milk, I think is what it is. I think that's the only sugar. So there's raisins, whipping cream, condensed milk, vanilla, allspice, and I feel like I'm missing some. Well, there's the ingredients right there. And rum, of course. I did take a picture of the ingredients. I totally forgot about that as I'm staring at my layout. But it's really super simple, and you just need a mixer, and you get a lot of patience, by the way. Because when I first made this, I did not mix it as much as I should have. And now I know that you have to mix it. You definitely have to mix it. Now, they say not to mix it like so thick that it becomes butter. But I say the stiffer, the better when you mix it and whatnot. And I have messed up on it more times than I can count because I cannot, for the life of me, remember the exact steps. And the way that I saved the recipe, it's a mess. It's all over the place. And so, yes, I definitely need to make it more so that way I just have it memorized and I don't have to worry about the silly recipe anymore. But I'm putting all of my tiny words, which they're not that tiny. I wish they were a little smaller, but I get not being able to make a stamp alphas that small. But I've got where I soak the raisins in rum after I warm the rum up. And then I whip the cream, like I said, into practically butter. And then I fold the raisins into the whipped cream, or actually the rest of the ingredients, by the way. And then you pour it into a bread mold and you freeze it. And that is pretty much the gist of it, you guys. It's super simple. I absolutely love it. It doesn't quite have the same flavor as the rum raisin ice cream in Jamaica, but it works, right? It definitely works. Maybe one of these days, Janet will take me back to Jamaica and I can just buy a tub of ice cream. And hopefully the ship has a freezer to where I can keep it frozen. Or I'll just eat it on the ship. It was addicting, you guys. That's all I craved the rest of the time. Thank goodness it was our last destination and all we had to do was go home, because I craved it the whole time. I kept asking everywhere, do you have rum raisin? No. No, like no shops sell it or anything. All right, so I did use the rest of this little ribbon just as a little accent. I love how I was able to cover up the lemon parts of my chipboard pieces. And then I found this little faux brad that says Sweet Life, which is absolutely perfect. So I love how I was able to use these snowflakes to document ice cream and the making of ice cream. I wish the yum was a little bit more yellowy, but that's okay. I just went with it. It matches my cupboards, I guess. And then, of course, we always lick the spoon, which this isn't necessarily the spoon. It's the whipper or whisk from the blender, but that's okay. At least I took it out of the blender, right? All right, you guys, again, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really, truly appreciate it. I had so much fun using my snowflakes out of the box as opposed to making a wintry layout. I absolutely loved using my snowflakes like this and creating this messy background. I forgot to mention, by the way, that it is Mixed Media or Mix It Up Monday as well. And my sketch is from Lisa Cuneo, who made the sketch. It was actually a double, and I only made a single for today. All right, you guys, I do apologize for being all over the place on this recording, but it is what it is every now and then. Again, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really, truly appreciate it, and I will check you guys all later. Bye.